Hi, this is Brian Russell. Welcome to Walking and Talking Spirituality. Thanks for taking a walk with me. And today I want to talk about what I'm calling right now decentering practices. Not sure if this is a technical term or not, but over the last month, essentially December of 2021 was one of the most profound months personally and spiritually I've ever had. Felt as though I received some really deep healing in my own life and just had a couple of breakthroughs. And again, don't want to overplay these things because I'm still sort of processing and seeing if some of these new insights and ways of being are going to stick, but I'm trusting that they will. And one of the ways that I'm trying to ingrain some of these new insights, habits, mindsets is by changing up my routine. I'm a fairly disciplined person. I found ways and routines that have really worked powerfully for me over the last decade, and I'm not giving up, centering prayer and journaling, and I'm continuing to do those things as I have. But what I've tried to do to let my neuro pathways essentially have a reset and to work on my own brain and to watch how perhaps it can change and become even more open to receive love, more open to give love, more open to serve the way that I really sense I've been called. I've been doing some things like on my walks. I've never done one of these videos right on this spot. You may have noticed a lot of my videos are done essentially in the same place because I have this little spot where I'm like, hey, this is my walking and talking spot. And so I'm shooting videos from different angles and locations right now. I'm doing my walks. I've walked all over my neighborhood over the last decade. Literally, I've been pretty much up and down every street. But what I've been trying to do over the last 4 weeks is go backwards on some of the routes, cross things up, be on a different side of the street, anything that I can do to kind of make the world look slightly different and remind myself of the vastness of the universe. What else have I been doing? I've been eating different foods. Been trying to find new tastes and flavors to eat. When I go to a restaurant, I usually just get the same thing. I've been making myself order something different at my favorite restaurants. Been listening to different music, or in fact, a lot of times I don't even listen to a lot of music. So I've been making myself kind of hit random playlists on YouTube. I've been looking for new artists that I've never heard of, doing sort of deep tracks just to hear different things in my mind. And these practices have allowed me to kind of see the world with new eyes and to build on some of the deep work that I did at the beginning of December to try to make some of the new habits stick. So when you think this year about your own rule of life, your own way of being, what might you do to change things up a little bit, simply to knock yourself out of your routine? And who knows, you might find some new areas of growth as well. Again, I'm calling these decentering practices, and that's just a couple of the things that I've done that have been really profound. Look, I'll share some of these in more detail over the course of 2022. Thanks for listening to these. If you'd love to have a conversation, I would enjoy it. I'd be totally open to serving you in any way that I can. Live by faith, be known by love, and be a voice of hope to others.